And we're back for another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. This is your man Warrior. Had a couple of questions when I had done a previous video on suicide squads and how to use them on Galactic War and how to reset cooldowns and how to know when to do that. So both of those I'm going to address in this video. It won't be very long. I'm only going to do a couple of battles. The first battle I'm going to show you how I reset my cooldowns. And the second battle, I will do a suicide squad. I don't know if I'll need one on the sixth battle, probably not, but I'll do it anyway just to show you the principle behind it. So the first thing is your cooldowns. Well, I'm going to pause and I'm going to explain just briefly the team I have on Galactic War. It's the only reason why I've been able to compete in Galactic War at such a high level. Unfortunately, when you level very fast, I get very competitive. Like I am, you know, in the top 5, in the top 10, top 20, top 100. And because of that, you really focus all your energy on your arena team. So there's a good side to that, which is you are hyper competitive. The downside to that is the higher your arena team power is, the higher your Galactic War is going to be. They go off of your arena power and they start the battles at about 70% of your arena power. It goes up to about 80% for the next level, for the next 3 battles. Goes up to about 90% for the next 2. It goes at or above your arena team level for the next 3 battles, and then the last battle will always be a team that is higher in arena power for the most part than your team. They occasionally mix this up and do something different, but for the most part that's how it goes. So you will be going against teams that have a stronger arena power and a weaker arena power, and if you have a super badass arena team, the downside is you're going to have to go against a ton of really good teams in here. So long story short, once you get your arena team where you want it, it's not always better to get a higher power arena team as long as it works good in their synergy. The second thing is I immediately started developing a second team, and that was my Galactic War team. So you're going to see that Galactic War team that I'm going to play. Let me just make sure my volume's down. I want to make sure I learned my lesson from the last video. Definitely don't want to have the special effects going off. You can't hear anything. Alright, so I'm going to do this video and I'm going to show you my team really quick. Now you see I've already gone through some battles, so my protection's pretty much gone, but I use a Baris lead because she does a ton of benefits for lead. One, on her basic attack, she increases the potential of everybody to gain life. You'll see that on this next battle. A third of the time or more when she strikes, she actually gives everybody life on the team. 2, everybody gets a larger portion of life just to begin the battle. If their starting health was 14,000, their starting health is going to be more like 16,000 because she gives a boost, a bump to everybody on their total health, which is huge because that's how you're going to survive the battle. And then of course she is a healer, and the unique part about her healing is she can usurp or go around the individuals who heal block, such as the Siths. Any of the Sith characters really have great heal block abilities where when they hit you, they create heal block or a buff immunity, and you can't use healing. And so unfortunately, you've got to have something to go around that, and that's where Barisafi comes into play. I also have the other 2 healers, Jedi Consular and Luminara Unduli. Now, Luminara, I call her Luminari a lot in my videos, so if I say it wrong, just forgive me, but Luminara. Luminara is by far the best healer, and she's not even a healer, she's an attacker. But if an actual classified healer, she is not, but she's a phenomenal healer. And JC, or Jedi Consular, to her left, is not as good, but he's gonna fill in the shoes of a third healer. If you don't have these 3 and you've got 2 of these 3, you could always put in Old Daka. Old Daka is an excellent healer, not in the amount of heal she does, but in the fact that she does a mediocre heal, like Jedi Consular, and she stuns, and her stun is surprisingly effective when she's geared up. Then the last 2 characters are important. Qui-Gon Jinn, because he gives offense up, and of course this is a wet noodle hitting team. I mean, aside from Qui-Gon and Luminara, these individuals do not hit too hard. JC's a pretty crappy hitter, and Barisafi might as well be using noodles to attack the other team. But then we got Darth Sidious, and the reason why I use Darth Sidious is for two reasons. One, he has an AoE, or an effect on everyone, an attack on everyone. He does a damage to every single character, and that's important, especially when you're trying to whittle the other characters down. And if they, let's say they have a Rey, you want to get her foresight away. You could use the AoE that will take her foresight away, and it will damage everyone else in the process. And then the last thing is he does heal block, the very thing that I hate. He does, and so when I'm whittling away at one of their characters, they can't just bring him back to life real quick. So you got to have somebody like that. This team right here, as you see, is the highest level team I have other than my arena team, and I've worked to this team equally. I actually am putting more energy now into this team than I am my arena team. And the reason for that is Galactic War has gotten ridiculously hard. So I want to show you, now that you know my team, how to reset your cooldowns. A cooldown, again, you guys all know this, I'm sure, is your special abilities. Now the first thing I'm going to do in this video is I am going to probably auto battle. If you're in the first 6 battles, you probably could auto battle through it. But it's important to stop the auto battle halfway through so you can manually reset the abilities. So the first person and the most important to take out is Qui-Gon Jinn in this group of individuals. And the reason for that is he calls in assists, he gives offense up, and he can do turn meter reduction if he's high enough. Now I'm going to go ahead and auto battle. The very next person after he's dead that I'm going to go after is Luminara, because she's a healer and she's the second best attacker they have. So I'm going to go ahead and select her, but I'm still in auto battle. Now I love this team, and this is why. I'm going to take it off of auto battle, and I'm going to go to the next healer, and I'm just going to do the basic hits, just the basic attacks. Now watch Barriss when she strikes, and see how many times she actually provides a health bonus to my team. Now look at my Darth Sidious. He has 3. He's got the worst cooldowns of any of the people on my team, other than Barriss heal. Her heal is like about 4, because it's 5 turns, but by the time you get the cooldown notification, it's 4. His is 3, and so I'm going to have to go 3 turns before it's back to normal. And the reason why I want to reset these counters is when I go into the very next battle, I want to be as fresh as humanly possible in kicking their butt. And the only way to do that is to have all my cooldowns at back to 0. So I'll do a basic attack. He has a health block, and now I'm going to reset all of his by doing a basic. So now I have everybody reset except for Darth Sidious. I'm going to go ahead and take the tank out. He's going to end up taunting anyway, more than likely. And now Luminara is reset, and Qui-Gon is reset. Something else that somebody was noticing is in your character's data, if you go into your character and you look at all their data, it talks about their physical abilities and their special abilities. And one of the things people saw and they were really curious on is health steal. Like I'm stealing something and it's health. They actually, every character has that attribute, and a lot of people don't even realize this, but when every character strikes, they do damage and they take a percentage of health back. Every character, even non-healers, have a health steal. So watch this strike and watch the health steal. It will be the green number that's small underneath the attack. It is 305, and then the 1970 that he gained life was because he has an ability to gain life on the death of anyone. The death of any character, including one of mine. If one of my characters dies in this battle, he will actually gain life as well. That's kind of cruel, but that's pretty cool. But the health steal, every character, when they strike another character, will gain life. A lot of people don't realize that. Now here's Barriss. Let me see if I can gain some life for everybody. Yep, everyone gained life. So that's a way to refresh all my characters, get them back to fresh. And I'm hitting basics. He can't heal now. And he doesn't hit that hard. He buffs himself. You can see the buffs he's putting on himself, and he'll finish him. So there, all of my characters are reset. They're all fresh. They're all healthy, and they're going into the next battle where I can use every ability that they have against this next team. Now, I more than likely do not need a Suicide Squad on this next battle, but I'm going to show, wow, okay, well, maybe. I'm going to show you how a Suicide Squad works. So this team is a level 80. Every character is a level 80. They're all 7-star except for his Royal Guard. and then he's gear 9, 9, 9, 8, and 8. This is actually a team probably equal to the team that I currently use in the arena, and I'm only on battle 6. A way to find out is just click on the character, and you can see the power red above them. You can also see the mods, and this is two things you want to take a look at. So we're at almost 7,000. We're at 74, so we're over 14,000 now. There's 6, so we're at over 20,000. There's 65 with the excess. We're at about 27,000. And now we're at about 33,000. So actually this team right here could compete with me very easily in the arena because it's basically the exact same arena power as my arena team, and I'm only the 6th battle into it. So I'm going to show you how to do a Suicide Squad. So Royal Guard is a unique taunter. He doesn't taunt through using an ability, so I can't really show you activating someone's taunt, but I can show you like Luminara has a force, blast that does a lot of damage, and of course Ray has a double and triple hit, possibly a quadruple hit, and we want to try and get them to use those now on crappy characters before I bring in my team. So I'll take out my team, and I'm just going to scroll down here. And I normally go to characters that do AoE, but are low-level characters for me. And AoE is just doing damage to everyone. So the reason why I do that is because I want to try to take as many of their shields down as possible by doing multiple damage, to multiple parties at once. And I want to be able to... There we go. Kylo does multiple AoEs. There's AoE, there's AoE. And why don't we throw in the TIE Fighter? My TIE Fighter is not very strong. None of these characters are very strong for me. We'll just go ahead and do battle. Obviously, Rey is my biggest concern, so what I am going to do is I'm going to focus all my energy on Rey if they're single hits and if they're AoEs. Now watch, I'm not going to get much of a chance. These guys will probably kill half my team before I get a shot. But there was his AoE he just did against me. I'm going to do my AoE, try and take some of their shields down. And now she has foresight. Terrific. Going to go ahead and do a damage to all, which will take her foresight away. And there was her triple hit. So I've basically allowed them to utilize all of their special abilities in that battle, destroying some of my junkier characters. So that way when I go in with my next team will have an easier chance because they'll be going against a team that's now doing basic attacks. Now I actually don't even know if my team that I was using is going to even be able to defeat this. I'm going to try. And if it starts to look bad, I can escape. Some people know that, and some people don't know anything about escaping a battle. So if I get a chance and I see that this is going south, I can escape the battle and kind of do a redo. And the way you do that is on the top left, there's a gear. You can only do it when the gear is highlighted. Right now, the gear is highlighted white. I could get out by clicking on it, and there's retreat. If I click on that, it says, "Are you sure?" There's no love lost. I have not lost any of my characters. I was able to get out. This is key because a lot of people, the battle goes wrong and you just want to kind of get a do-over. So we're going to go ahead and select the battle. They put it in the same team. And we'll see how I do. I've triggered quite a few of their abilities, but this is a very strong team in comparison to my characters that I have here. So we're going to go ahead and take on Rey. We're going to do Force Blast, Ability Block, that's key. I'm going to go ahead and do the AoE, damage everybody. I'm going to go ahead and strike. Everyone gain life. Yeah, this team's doing pretty good against me. She has foresight, so I think I'm going to go ahead and attack old Daka, weaken her a little bit. And his stun is very effective. There's health gain. I really love Barriss being able to do that. Now, so that's the deal. She just murdered me, and I don't want to lose my characters this early in, so you just hit retreat. what I'm going to do is a modified team, because I'm going to have to do a substitution, because I'm not going to be able to make it through that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Akbar Leia combo. They're lightning fast, and Leia does a ton of damage. The other thing I noticed is when you bring in fresh people, they tend to focus on your weak characters to try to take them out. So I'm going to go ahead and put my healers back in for two reasons. One, if my lead two characters get damaged, I need to be able to heal them before the end of battle. And two, I want to be able to try and heal this team up while I'm getting slaughtered. So there we go, got the ability to block again. I know the computer pre-generates some of these responses because I get the same response every time. I'm going to go ahead and stealth. He should shoot her. And then I want to get Leia to shoot her and kill her right here. Oh, she only got one shot off. That's uncommon for me. Normally Leia does many shots. So I'm going to go ahead and do a health because I got some issues with my characters. And he auto taunts. We're going to have to start taking him out, although my Leia does do a lot of damage. And I'm going to go ahead and... let's see. Oh, no. Shoot him. Dang it. Now she's healed up. This is bad news. Come on, Leia. Get your triple shot off. I normally always see a double or a triple from my Leia, and it just seems like today she's not doing as well. And it looks like this isn't going to go so well for me. Looks like I'm going to lose my healer, which is not the way I wanted to do this. I'm going to go ahead now. This is amazing. I want to show you this. This does not look good for me, of course. I've got multiple debuffs on top of everybody, and they're all hurting. Watch all of my healers. I'm going to take these debuff off, and the debuffs are going to turn into life. And this is an Akbar ability. Boom. And now it doesn't look so bad. So I've gotten that away. Now what I need to do is I need to get Rey. So I am going to go ahead and triple shot, hoping I get a triple shot. Yeah, they're getting some stuns in. Oh, man. I'm going to go ahead and go stealth. I've got to keep Leia strong. She'll shoot and kill her. Oh my gosh, she's not doing any triple shots. This is absolutely insanity. Come on, give me a triple shot. Wow, Leia hasn't had a single triple shot today. This is just absolutely insane. Now, Old Daka is my next priority, and the reason for Old Daka is she will actually bring back the dead from life, and you don't want her to bring them back to life. And this is perfect timing on heal. Wow, I just might pull this out. My lead two are still not injured. I'm going to go ahead and clear. Heal block is fine. He's got the protection still. Let's go ahead and shoot through him. Come on, now Leia finally shoots. And we're down to the last character. Now I'm going to have to do my resets on this character without her killing one of my characters. So hopefully I can shoot through her pretty good and reset most of my abilities without her doing too much damage to my first two characters. Now the next battle they give me, this will be the battle after this one, is going to be pretty dang easy. They normally do that. They set you up pretty hard, and then they give you a couple easy battles, and then they set you up pretty hard. So I was able to get through that with my healers, and I did a quick modification. I hope this video helped you. I hope it shows how to do substitutions, how to reset your cooldowns, and also how to escape battles, as well as some strategy involved on what kind of a team to build to get through this, and also why you might not want to keep building your arena team up as strong as humanly possible, because it does set you up for failure in Galactic War when you're up and coming, when you're trying to struggle through the levels. So anyway, if you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel. I'll be happy to do more videos. If you have any ideas for videos, I'm getting tons of private messages to let me know what they'd like. That's awesome. I'll continue to do these videos for individuals who wish to see these. Thank you, and have a wonderful afternoon.